Hello there, guys, and welcome to my current tour on my Animal Kaiser collection. What Animal Kaiser is? It is a computer game slash card game for the arcade. My current collection of cards is very minimal, like compared to some people, but it is my collection and it's cards that I enjoy. And I'm gonna show my face more in videos now because that is my thing for 2019 is to be able to show myself more. And the first thing in our collection is a poster. I have some posters which were given to me by employees of the arcade. So it goes all the way down here to here. Supposedly these are for like displaying it around the machine, but they don't tend to use them because things get damaged. So also don't bother because they're a bit lazy. So some employee just at the end of version 6, it was even in the middle of version 6 because like they have to update each machine. They gave this as well as this one, which is more like the one you would see out displayed. Of course, it's inverted on the selfie mode, so I'll just switch around. So here we have every single card in version 6. Yep. And here's some laminated duplicates that I decided to put next to it. Even though they are absolutely not a perfect match, that is the worst match you could get. They're a bit damaged from like plastering when I had them on displayed over nearby the Freddy poster. I had them here. And we had to plaster some walls, so some ceiling. So when the person did that, they didn't cover anything up, so they got damaged. So did my Zelda poster, which I haven't got displayed anymore. But otherwise, it's got every single card on it. So the next thing that I've got is obviously the cards. Some other thing I need to show, which I'll get down now, is this. You may or may not recognise this Evo 5, which is one of the newest. Of course, they gave it me when the version was over. We're currently on version Evo 6. Evo 6, and we should be on Evo 7, I think, but I haven't checked in a while, so on the back it's got this sticky stuff that they stick to the machine, and here it says some product code, maybe? I have no idea, but it's a little bent here because when it was obviously on the machine, it has this like plastic line, if you see from other things on my channel. So this is pretty cool. It's very shiny. So what I did, I somewhat know the person that runs the arcade. So therefore asked them, when the version 1 is over, am I able to get the border? And she said, well, when we change version, we just chuck him in the bin anyway. So I said, am I by any chance able to rescue them? And she said, yeah, I'll keep him back for you. So originally I was supposed to get Evo 4, but she said, come back in 3 weeks. And I weren't able to come back in 3 weeks because I had to go on some sort of course thing. So came back later for like, a lot later for like some gathering my mother was having. And she said, we're going bowling, but you can go in the arcade. So she was working, so I was able to get it, and she gave me something else which you can find a video of on my channel, but I'll also show you those cards. It has the official Namco, Bandai Namco. I always say the other way around, Namco Bandai seal of approval, kind of like the Nintendo one. It's very shiny. Everything on here is kind of shiny. It's got somewhat the Indonesian version of the Animal Kaiser Facebook and yeah, the Facebook again. They've doubled it up this time, and they normally have the actual website as well on some of them. So yeah, this goes in my little cubby corner where all my art supplies are. If you want to see my art, visit my Instagram. So, next thing is onto posters, and well, some of them I had to print off because old ones got damaged. So I keep them in this little baby. I've had this since a bit younger. I first started playing when I was 10 or something. Yeah, version 1. Some of these are printed out because this one is originally just a stand with some like kids on it for some reason. But otherwise, the only official one, I used to have a version 3 one, but it was so damaged because I used to keep the cards in a Pokemon tin. So the only real one I've got, which I mean I've got 2 posters of, is the version 6, and then I have a bit of a divider, I guess, some Splatoon in it, and we got Animal Kaiser Evolution, and then I need to get the other ones printed off, and then some OC card for Echo, old OC, which I kind of changed too much now. So I'll just quickly put this guy back, and we'll be on to the cards. So what I keep my cards in now, I used to have them stand up. These are Pokemon figures, but don't assume they're Moshi Monsters. I used to collect them. Here we've got official cards, and here we've got bootleg and other, duplicates, which will be common. Just put you down. No, you're not wanting to sit down. So, I think these are rares. Here's the commons. I'll go through these quickly because they're common. Not very interesting. I mean, I've got all these common cards, but in the back I've got some interesting ones. Currently interesting to UK citizens because we're quite behind, but SGT Striker. I have 3 of these cards. I have English version that works, Japanese version that I really like but don't work because you've got like the Japanese ones. And then we've got versions of a 7 one. This one I got from Indonesia, so if we do end up getting reprints of Evo 7, then I've got the good one, which has an amazing shine to it. Yeah, I have it sorted out into animal groups, which is the way I like it, because sometimes I want to draw and reference these animals, which I mean technically is a bad way of referencing, but it's still a reference, so I tend to look through these. Very nice. I believe this is promo. This but I've been looking online and I found bronze versions of these. So I have no idea. So you guys let me know. The trader that gave it to me said it was a promo, so I believe her. This is one of my favourites. I gave this one of these to a teacher that I liked because he liked axolotls, so I'm just whiz through these quickly unless I find an interesting one to show. And we've got the cards, which actually surprised me when they came out the machine. So here we have my my strong cards, miracle cards, and some interesting ones. Oh, sorry, it's not as green. There we go. And then we have card sleeves for rare cards, which I hopefully won't need for a while because I think most of the cards I've currently ordered are already sleeved, which I'll show unboxing maybe soon. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to open this with one hand, but yeah, I don't think I need to show these individually, except the ones in the back. So these are number ordered, best I can. I think for strong cards are number ordered, and these ones are sorted out by strength. And then at the back we have some interesting ones. So I believe we've got 3. Yep, 3. These are Great Animal Kaiser cards, which I managed to get through a purchase. So my friend just texted me saying, "Merry New Year's, I eat newborns." What? Anyways, that's why I muted for a bit. We've got 1 animal card and 2 fighter cards. I did ask for bats because that's my favourite animal. Probably because I'm a goth, but you know, bats are cool. So yeah, this is from Strong Animal Kaiser Evolution. Very nice. I believe this is the same pose they used for the original card from version 5. Version 5. If I am wrong, then I should probably check, but you know, can't always be right. Spiny Flower Mantis. I believe this is the same as the version I've got. I believe it's a bronze card though, isn't it? This guy I like the pose of. Believe there's a picture like this for a strong card, which is a silver one. Silver like the actual. I just hate how they made them into common cards, especially how low this guy's defense and focus is. But I think he's from the Great Animal Kaiser, so whenever it's always like a first version card, it will always have low stats. I can even show you with rares miracles. They are kind of bad. So of course they get stronger by version to make the game more difficult. So yeah. Let me pop these back in the box because I like things sorted. Otherwise my brain will tell me I've got to sort it, and then you know, you've got to sort these things out. And if it weren't for a friend telling me what size the cards were, I'd probably still not have sleeves for them. Because I never knew that they were the same size as Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So we're going to go on to rares now, and then we'll move on to bootlegs. I'll start from the back because these cards are rather interesting, other than this one. This one works on the old machines. This is a Strong Animal Kaiser Evolution card. And this uses the exact same barcode as normal Ninja Train stick feed. So this is always interesting when I go to play because no one else will have this unless they know where to buy them from. Yeah. I have a Sengetsu, but I cannot use the Sengetsu because these are sample cards. Like I said, I got some cool cards with the back place. This is the back of them. Every single one looks like this, and it is sticky. when the woman came in with them, she had them all stuck to her fingers like that. And she walked in and said, you should have them like this because they're going to stick to each other. And they stuck to each other. So I had no choice but to put sleeves on them so they do not stick in the back of my binder. So yeah, everyone got instantly interested when I posted these on Instagram and on YouTube a little bit. So we've got bronze cards for miracles. We go from newest to old, which is King of Animals. I will show you the oldest card in my collection. How I sort it newest, it's version, unless it's like strength for the animal cards. And I of course remember my very first bronze card, which I will show, which is right here. This is my very first bronze card, which was my instant fave. I always used it with Leo, which was a bad idea, but I still used it because I was a newbie. You can tell it's old, messed about with, because you always get these black lines. I mean, before having Leo, you get black on it, unless you have the reprints, which it don't. But old prints always seems to happen. Not these ones, but older cards. It always happens. This is my only Japanese one in the miracles that work. I sold the rest. Yeah. These are the bronze cards. Let's move on to animals, which is the promo cards. I'm hoping to move these into a separate binder eventually. So, I know I don't have many of them. I'll get a small binder for them. Spiny Mantis and the whale that you'll see, they were given to me from a friend. This one was traded with a common card. The trader decided to trade me a bulk of cards, and one of those cards she needed, so she was like, I'll trade you a bronze for it. So I said, well, I need this flying fox for my bat collection, so she sent me a Japanese one that works, which I think is really cool. She gave it in sleeve protector, which I ended up giving to my friend for like common cards, because even the common cards, he likes to mess them up. And I gave him one of my duplicates of a regular Scorch Junior. I have no idea what condition it is in. Hopefully not as bad as this card, which I'm about to show you. Younger me decided that, oh, it's showing black. I wonder what happens if I scratch it off. And I mean all of it. You get this big black line, no name on it. It looks like a fake card. Trust me, it is not fake. This is from machine. It looks like a fake card. That's how badly I scratched it. But then again, proves that it's real because it's badly scratched to death. This is my only Leo card. I've been looking for a new one. Not of this version 1 type, but a new one. I've got somewhat a new Leo, but the old one still works. It's just as good in my memories. I remember I really wanted this card. I got it out of the machine, and I literally went to Pound World when it still existed, and we looked in there, and there was like some plushes, random plushes of animals, and I picked out the lion one, and I said, this is Leo, the plush. I've now got Leo the plush, and Leo the card. I was such a little idiot, but I remember. So. This one I had to buy, which I really like. I really like this card. It came with two common cards. One I already had, one I didn't have. So, it was worth it for something I wanted. Which I technically had beforehand. It's the special op version, and to be honest, for me, it's not that great, but it's a promo. It's Japanese. My friend's got an English one, so, Icarus, Young Eagle, I traded that for my only bronze I had one only bronze rhinoceros, and I traded it for Icarus because I wanted to complete somewhat of a set. I never got blue. Sad times. And we have an empty slot because I want that perfect aesthetic of a full page of that zone. Type, even though we've got one strong card just hanging in there. I mean, potentially shove one of these in, and this one's a little off. So, one new card coming, so that should somewhat fix that. Even though we'll have it one gold here, sort of deal. So, yeah, I'm not gonna say till it comes. So these cards are very cool. I was so aesthetic when I got that out the machine because if I remember correctly, I think that was on display on the samples. Younger me always just questioned what was behind there. It says sample, not for resale. I always thought there would be like barcodes on the back for some reason. And you get like a cool sample character for some reason. Yeah, it's always that sort of theories that you get when you don't know something. Yeah. This is becoming a long video, so let's end it quick. Here's all the strong cards. You can read them individually. I've got more videos of them being shown. My favourite out this page. So let's make it go quick. Favourite out this small page here because the other bit don't count. Will be shorts. Favourite out of this page, Red Scorpion because it's my first gold, which was given to me. Technically this one was given to me. I'll tell you the story behind this one. Towards the end of. Let's do it. Just do it now. So the story of this card. Every card has a story behind them. Behind this card, I was waiting to queue up for the machine. And this kid plays, and the card gets stuck. So they decide to leave, and I'm still there watching them do the machine because I enjoy watching them do the machine. And she turns around and says, "Oh, the kid's not here. I'll just give it to you then." She places it in my hands, and it's a gold card. And I'm like, yes. Yes. Anyways, let's go on to my first ultra. This is technically my most recent ultra, but was my first ultra. I was a bit stupid and I traded it away for a Japanese Death Scorch that didn't work. Then I was disappointed because I didn't know the Japanese card didn't work. So I've always done bummed out. Didn't sell it for much. And then I bought a replacement Death Scorch. And then I bought a replacement Master Leo because I was sad. And I was still sad about Atlas being gone. So eventually, after waiting and waiting, I asked this seller, "Can I have your Atlas?" Because I found one on eBay that's £25. I'm not paying that. So this guy's like, "Yeah, I'll do it for cheap." He asked $20. You know what that is? £15. So it's like, yes, I'm taking that. And he gets me some other cards as well. So, if you would count, without me counting that one as being new, this is my first ultra. But, technically, the oldest ultra in here is Galleon. This was my main for ages. Eventually, Ninja Train became a bit of a main, but he is still one of my favourites. He'll forever be favourite between Death Scorch and Galleon. I don't know why I pointed at Galleon when I said Death Scorch, but you know, they're both on the same page. So, as you know already, my favourite on this page is Galleon, but it's tied with Death Scorch. Because he's amazing, as long as you use right cards with him, which I recommend with Death Scorch. cards I recommend currently in my collection. I actually recommend Aligned Planets over Black Hole. I will discuss in a new video, which I'll release this month. My recommendations for my ultra rares and this ultra rare. And I might do one for him, even though I technically haven't got him. I've got him, but I haven't got barcode. Actually, if anyone's willing to print me off, like, well, screenshot me in the back of this card, send it to me on Instagram or my Discord. Actually, not my Discord. Link me the back of his barcode. I'll stick it on personally myself, and I'll use him, but not in tournaments. Actually, you know what I've seen on eBay before? Fake ones of these. Like, every single ultra, fake ones. And I'm like, should I get that? But, you know, it is a legitimate card. It's just a sample one. It'll be just so funny when I go. And I just pull out the sample card. Use it. Trick them. Just trick. Poor kids. Actually, I technically have none of those sample cards as actual cards. Yep. So, yeah, this is the end of this book. On to the next, which is bootleg ones. Duplicates, bootleg ones. I've got a few Magic Gun cards in there. Let me just untie this, because even the card binder is bootleg, because I got it off Wish, and it literally came out flat, and I was not expecting that. I was actually expecting just a normal binder, but they literally came as it showed on the picture, like wide out. So, I can't really untie this now. Like, life doesn't want me to get in it. It's like, 2018 me was like, you're not getting in this, because you're not going to do a video on it. Yeah. Got in it. Should have filmed me getting in it, but, you know, it's not. So, if you're wondering, oh, I forget, I've got Dinosaur King cards in here. If you don't know what that is, it's similar to Animal Kaiser, but with dinosaurs. This one is actually the more popular of this sort of genre of trading cards. Ignore the Skylanders, please. So I've got I think I've got 2 dinosaurs. I have no idea for this game. Seriously. So I believe I've got 3 moves, I think. And then I kept one of them. I decided to play it for the first time and managed to get most of these from coin pushers in one of the arcades we went to. Obviously not protected or anything. I'm sadly not bothered about these. I had a gold one and I traded it away with my Atlas, because I weren't really bothered about it. I mean, I could have sold it, but yeah. Here's a bronze card. I'm keeping this guy because, you know, it's just there, you know, it's if I want to somehow play it again, like if I go back to Southport, which is the only place I can play it. Some random cards we're not bothered about. Here we go. Here's the fakes. Which when we do get Great Animal Kaiser, I might use these for a bit. I'm sorry. I've got Indian Cobra, Kaiser Kilio, Bengal, Kaiser Icarus, Raijan, Ganelvan, blah blah blah. So I've got the real version of this, so I can compare it. These are awful. I think I never uploaded the official one, but oh, there's 2 behind this. There's a lion. Yeah, it's that. So if we do get it, which we will hopefully, I'm gonna use these. I'm sorry, I'm gonna use them, but until it's evolution, Great Animal Kaiser evolution, I'll go back to using these guys. Unless I play it enough and I get some good cards. There's even a hack to a new one where you can figure out when you're getting rares, because it's set in sort of pattern, which I don't think is with the old one because that's random. So there's the bootlegs, and that's the end of the collection video. 30 minutes this video. This is what happens when you decide to, instead of filming it normally, you film it with a live stream. So, yeah. Now I'll probably start the next video straight after. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again next time. So, till then, goodbye.